McPherson about ready to get this going as we are underway now from Paul Brown Stadium. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Harris starts the drive on the ground. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. Now a first down carry for Harris. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 44, Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Back to Mixon on second down. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage. A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here we go.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. Stop.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Here we go.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
12, 12, 12.
Now on 2nd and 13. Burrow. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. Touchdown! Joe Mixon from 13 yards out. And the Bengals are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Trubisky's throw complete there to Johnson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Again, it's Johnson. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Bengals grab it.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. And really a nice job there to make something out of that run, sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once again, they run with Mixon. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Burrow on play action. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Thomas.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
11.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he is going to have the Bengals first down. He's only marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Well, this has definitely been a ball control offense here in the first half. We saw them go on a long scoring drive the last time they had the ball. And now here, they get the 3rd down conversion to keep this drive going.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33.
On 1, ready?
Now Burrow. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's got Fuller. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Now Trubisky on first down. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Here's Johnson with a reception. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 40 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Burrow. He's got a man complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Come on, ready? 11 Thomas. 11 Thomas.
First down. Here's Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
12.
Here's Burrow. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Dumps it off to Mixon. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
All right, ready?
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
On 1, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted.
Miles Killebrew with a pick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They hand this off to Harris, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
This is a quick pass from Trubisky, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Boswell's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Burrow will throw to Mixon on the check down, and he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough, and now 4th down. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Play action. Now Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Mixing up the middle. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll give it to Mixon into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Here's a run with Mixon, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Burrow going to keep it on the sneak.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
Lead is now 14-10.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a 1-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Trubisky to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Able to hit his target, Claypool. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take over here up near the 40.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Mixon. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
And that pickup on the 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Burrow. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. It's complete to Fuller. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Now it's Trubisky. Able to connect with Fuller. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now it's Trubisky. Quick slant finding Claypool. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep him from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave him, and it was successful.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Here's Trubisky. Open man, completes it to Claypool. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He gets it complete to Harris. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. They run again with Harris. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 11 MT, 11 empty. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 12, 12, 12.
A final shot now for Burrow. He's going to let it fly.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, this was not just the